So this area, believe it or not, just showing you that lovely big straight oak there. This part here, the other side of the road, is part of this ancient woodland. But it's extremely close, well, it's right next to the road. But you've got some fantastic old oaks, sycamores in the middle there. And then these beech at the top, look. It's a sandwich between this and the most part of the ancient woodland. Higher up is this big old factory which is part of the local industry in this area, steel. So now it still has a connection to the local steel industry. And then we come up onto this track. Come on then. And you've got fantastic big, hundreds of years old beech like this here. But then you've got this old single gauge railway track that was purpose built to build a reservoir in the bottom down there and connect it and bring materials up to one higher up in this valley. So they were both dammed. This River Don was dammed. And then of course this was dismantled eventually and just became overgrown. And it's only really in the last 5 years that this has actually been made suitable for, I used to walk along it before, but suitable for bikes, and are much flatter now. So they've actually got some funding to do that. And there's evidence as well of the ancient nature of this part of the woodland. That huge, you can't quite get the beauty of how much that dead stump is there, how thick it is. But that must be at least 350, 400 years old before it's died. Extremely thick compared to that tree, look to the left, that sycamore I think it is there, and the smaller oak tree to the right. So just get the girth of that tree. So that gives evidence there that, and it's not just about the age of the trees, it's the flora and fauna, the amounts and the variation in the woodland. And of course some of it will be degraded through transport damage and pollution and mining along this area as well. This was used for coal mining around this area. So my cursory searches online have shown what this wood might have been used for. So you've got this massive beech here at the side of the track, and then these old standing deadwoods, another thick old beech trunk there which will stand hopefully for another few hundred years before it falls down. And there's another one there, not quite as thick. So there, this is just a thin strip which is going to come under pressure obviously from the road. But the beauty of these old trees is they will spread the seeds, the nuts and seeds, and naturally regenerate other areas. And that's what we need. That's the beauty of these big old trees. It's alright saying, no, we'll go to a specialist grower and buy. But if we've not got the genetic makeup of these trees within the landscape, then we're having to bring them from other areas. And those other areas might not necessarily be as genetically strong or resilient. Two beeches there, which are absolutely huge. So this is right on my doorstep, so I'm extremely lucky to live here because a lot of people don't have this nearby. There's some evidence there of some other huge big beech trees. We've got this fantastic, and this goes right up and joins up at the top with the other reservoir. And we'll do that on another day. We'll take you along there. We've got the old sycamores, of course, non-natives, but they've been here a good 1,000 years probably at least. brought over by the Normans supposedly. Massive, big, tall. And the higher these trees are getting, the higher the partners next to them have to grow to compete for the limited light. Because one tree will just suck up all the light in the canopy as it grows bigger and bigger. So its partners then have to compete. A prime example is the height of that beech there and the spread of the canopy and its neighbour next door, which hasn't done quite as well. And another sign of semi-ancient natural woodland is the understory. There's a lot of holly about, and there is in this woodland. Holly is a prime indicator of age. There's an understory. The silver birch, silver downy birch here. And we're just basically spoilt for choice for beautiful trees. And then we start to get deep into the wood on this right hand side, and you'll hear the road at the bottom still, the main road. But this is the area I'm going to be travelling to now. And there's a huge big larch, I think, although to me it looks like a Scotch pine, but that's absolutely massive. And I don't know if it's struggling because its pine needles are yellow, so I don't know if that's a very, very mature larch. It may well be. And then look at this baby here. Look at this big baby. And to be honest, I think I've just got used to passing these trees regularly. Come along here at least 4 times a week, and I just don't always stop to appreciate the volume and intensity of large mature trees. So this is all part of the South Yorkshire Forest. And look at all these lovely saplings here while I'm showing you this other massive beech here. The saplings along the side, which now will try and fill that gap in the canopy. There's a small gap there, and they'll try and go, and probably only 1 or 2 will win along this stretch here, if at all. If the ground isn't suitable, then nothing will take. And then we're going to go up deep into the heart of the wood now, the sheep house wood as it's known locally.